Now on to space launches. With more and more commercial companies in the space industry, it seems like there are notable flights into space almost every month. And as new technology advances and excitement about getting up to the stars increases, taking a flight to the moon could soon be mentioned with the same attitude as taking a Southwest flight to Chicago to visit your cousins. Now, two noteworthy upcoming flights are Axiom's AX-1 launch to the ISS and Blue Origin's fourth crewed New Shepard flight. Both flights are different in scope, but both, like every Southwest flight you've ever taken, have been delayed. Axiom, a company with plans to build the first commercial space station, announced on February 2nd that NASA and its international partners had approved their first mission to the International Space Station. The launch had originally been scheduled for March 30th from the Kennedy Space Center, but has been pushed to no earlier than Sunday, April 3rd. Commanded by former NASA astronaut Michael Lopez Alegria, he, along with 3 paying customers, will spend a total of 10 days in orbit. Now, in a press release, Axiom stated that the new targeted launch date will allow teams to complete final spacecraft processing ahead of the mission. And it's important to note that although these trips to space are becoming increasingly more commonplace, there are always risks. This is not something new to space exploration. So although it's exciting that the AX-1 flight will finally take launch, we're glad that Axiom is taking the precautions ahead of the mission. Now for the Blue Origin flight. Blue had announced on March 14th that their next New Shepard mission would include a crew of 6. Most notably on board would be Pete Davidson, aka Famous Boyfriend. Davidson is the latest in a list of celebrities and entertainers chosen by Blue Origin for their flights. Last December, Michael Strahan, former football player and the current celebrity your mum likes, went up with Blue Origin, and a few months before that, William Shatner, apparently he's a famous singer and he was also on some show, I think it was called Star Trek or something. He also flew to space with the company. So let's take a look at Shatner's incredible initial reaction after the flight.
In a way, it's indescribable. In a way, it's indescribable.
That's what I thought. You have to work on it. It's so hard to describe.
You have to work on it because not only is it different than what you thought, it happens so quickly.
Oh my God! First time.
You know what the impression I had that I never expected to have is you're shooting up.
Oh my God!
Give me a champagne bottle. Come here. I want one. I want to hear this. Here. You want a little of this? Okay.
Everybody in the world needs to see it. It was unbelievable. I mean, you know, the little things of weightlessness. But to see the blue cover go whip by, and now you're staring into blackness, that's the thing. The covering of blue, this sheet, this blanket, this comforter of blue that we have around us. We think, oh, that's blue sky. And then suddenly you shoot through it all of a sudden, as though you whip off a sheet off you when you're asleep, and you're looking into blackness, into black ugliness. And you look down, and there's the blue down there, and the black up there, and it's just, there is Mother and Earth and comfort, and is there death? I don't know. Is that death? Is that the way death is? Whoop! And it's gone. Jesus. It was so moving to me. This experience has been something unbelievable. You have done something. I mean, whatever those other guys are doing, I don't know about that. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary. Extraordinary.
I mean, don't you just love it when you have something so profound to say and everyone's listening? Powerful words more powerful champagne. So now we get to the Pete Davidson of it all. If you've been living under a rock or you think TikTok is a clock app, Pete Davidson has been in a relationship with the recently divorced Kim Kardashian, much to the irritation of ex-husband Kanye West, or Ye. It's been reported that Kanye has repeatedly harassed Pete in both public and private forums. It's easy to see how Pete Davidson would need some space from this situation. And yes, that pun was intended. But then Blue Origin announced with little fanfare that the flight would be pushed to Tuesday, March 29th, and that Pete Davidson would no longer be able to join. Instead, he would be replaced by Gary Lai, known as the architect of the new Shepard system. Lai led the team that was responsible for the design and development of many of the key safety systems on the crew capsule, and he was among Blue Origin's first 20 employees, joining all the way back in 2004. Well, I'm sure everyone is simply devastated that the self-styled king of Staten Island couldn't be on the flight. I think we can all agree if anyone should get to go, it should be the guy who helped design the thing. I mean, it's about time. Also, it's important to note that Davidson and the other celebrities who have flown with Blue have been gifted their tickets. Now, that's not to say it's bad to be given a ticket, as was the case for Wally Funk, Charlie Bucket, Augustus Gloop, and no, wait, those last ones are for another thing. But Wally Funk, a member of the 1960s all-women astronaut training program known as the Mercury 13, was finally given the chance to go to space, paying homage to the many women who dreamt of going but never got the chance. Now, as we mentioned in our last episode, there is a line to toe with the selection of the crew. Are we tokenizing the person that's being given a ticket, or are we, in the case of Pete Davidson, selecting people purely based on search engine optimization, memes, and TikTok potential? If private space companies are willing to give out tickets for publicity, should they be encouraged to give tickets to figures that can continue to inspire interest in space exploration? Watching Shatner's reaction again, I can't help but be reminded of this quote from the movie Contact.
I should have said the poet.
So beautiful. Beautiful.
And of course, all of us here at Continuum will be keeping an eye on these flights as they happen, and we're hoping for a successful launch for both of these crews.